So, hello everybody. How are you? See, I have the glasses uh, like the elephant. We are a team. We're gonna work together today to analyze some beautiful jiu-jitsu. Believe me. So today I have a good news. First of all, I'm sorry for yesterday. I the first fight I didn't do properly, so you saw my face instead of seeing the fight, so you didn't see nothing. So it's why a lot of people didn't follow. So I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna do better. The second is that today we're gonna analyze two fights that I have full right to show it because I was in these two fights. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna analyze a fight when I was like 20 years old. Right? 20 years old, yeah, I was 20. And we're gonna analyze a fight when I was 43, so less than a years ago. I think it's gonna be fun, and you're gonna see, oh my god, how much I learned. I thought I was good when I was 20. I thought I was like, oh, so close to me. I was so bad, guy. I didn't realize. But the reason why I was that bad is because uh, I was doing sambo, so I was doing more throw than ground fighting, and the rules were different, so it's a lot of stuff. But also it's because I was not doing jiu-jitsu. I think when I was 20, I did maybe 20, 25 hours of jiu-jitsu, but there was nothing. And the instructor was at the time, it was not great because he was not really teaching a lot. He was just going and we were just rolling, and we were learning by abuse. That's how we were learning all time, all the old time. So we're gonna start it without further ado, okay? And I promise I'm gonna do a better job this time, and you're gonna be amazed by my better job. So as everybody see the fight, so you see this is me. This is the final of Switzerland combat. Sambo Sportive final of Switzerland. Let's do it. So let's take off the sound. You don't need the sound. So we shake the hands. I was 168, 165 pound. Now I'm 210 pounds. So a little bit different. So, and I had hair, you see, this is me with hair. So stand up on the feet. So you can see that I have the position of someone that do MMA. Okay. So grabbing, boom, throw. So this is a bad throw. But the reason why the throw was that bad is because I was stressing. Okay. This was an important fight, and was the final of Switzerland. It was important for me, and I stressed it. A lot of emotion, and I didn't do a proper job. The throw was okay, but the guy almost took my back. But in Sambo Sportive, there is no choke and there's no point on the ground. So technically here I'm winning. I did 2 points, and even if he take my back, if he doesn't submit me on the ground, he doesn't get nothing. So you make point by throwing your opponent. So this was already 2-0 for me. Okay, so 2-0. You see the referee. So he tried to catch my back, but he's not doing a good job. So why he's not doing a good job? Because he should move his butt away. He should move his butt back. He should try to recover a control. He's getting too excited to try to submit me. That's his problem. He should not be so excited to submit me. First, control the situation. And you see, he didn't control my back. He couldn't put the hooks and start having a control. But because choke are not allowed, and because we don't spend a lot of time on the ground, we don't know that. So you see this is bad. This is not a half guard. This is nothing. And he tried to choke. He tried to submit me here, but he has no control with the legs. No control with the legs. So the reason why I stay that low is because in Sambo Sportive, if you stand up on your feet, the fight stop, like in judo. Okay, so you have to stay very low with your feet. So I pass the guard, boom, control. So boom, controlling, grabbing the head. Yes, this is a good job. So you see, So in judo, sorry, I make wrong. In judo, in sambo, you can have points if you pin down the guy. So you can have 4 points on the ground if you pin down the guy in side control. Okay. So this is what I was trying to do. He was trying to pin down the guy in side control. So you see these hands. This hands is totally useless. I should put my hands to the other side of the face. Okay. Try to control his head. Okay, and don't let him push my legs away, because right now he pushed my legs away and he almost saw. Yeah, that's better. That's better. So now mount, beautiful. Okay, so you see the foot like that. Okay, this is bad. He could grab my legs easily, but instead of that, he tried to bridge. Oh my God. So I have to thank you, Toronto BJJ and Josh Breeder to making me way better in ground fighting, because guy, I was one of the best in Switzerland. Is to tell you how low the level it was in Switzerland, but that was it. I wanted to do MMA and there was nothing else, so I was doing what I can with what I have, and I was doing sambo sportive, so I was more focusing on throwing people and making point on throwing than actually controlling people on the floor. So here, bam, and beautiful armbar. So the armbar, there is nothing to. This is the armbar that I do now and I always do. Okay, so here, boom, control. Okay, control, bam, arms extended, squeeze your knee together, bring your hips up, bam, finish. That's it. So it's a little introduction just for fun, okay? Last 1 minute and 31 seconds, so it was not a difficult fight. Okay. And that's it. So now we are in Toronto. I'm a black belt, and I fight Igor Mokaiber. So this is the second fight, and I lost the first fight by advantage. So I was like, you know what? This guy is crazy strong, and I had to do something. So the first fight I really lost by advantage. It was not a lot, but in this fight I said I need to try something, and by trying something I actually make it worse. But it was tough, and it was that or lose against by advantage. So if you have to lose, at least try something. So we are here on our feet. Boom, I pull guard. This is something that I will never do it again, because it's not part of. I'm not very good on the bottom. Okay, I'm more good. I'm better on top. So if and IBJJF doesn't allow the heel hook or doesn't allow a lot of stuff that you can do in 411. So, and the referee can disqualify you, because if he doesn't understand exactly what you think, or you think that you did something wrong, I was. That can happen. So my game is limited, and I go on my back. So this is not a good idea. And I think I couldn't do more against him on my feet. Okay, but I don't know. I didn't trust on myself, and the guy was doing a very good job. Otherwise, he would not have beat me 2 times. Okay, so here, boom, he break the grip, and now we're gonna pass. So I try to control him, but he's already have a. So Igor is very good with under over. So he already, you see how deep he put his hands. That was already like big no. That was a big mistake. Okay, and my legs now is locked. Okay, my leg is totally locked. He has me in a very good, very good position from the beginning. So he tried to pass. No, sorry, my leg was not locked. So I tried to pass. I recover the guard. I think no. I fight to try to recover, and he go in my back. I try to go. So the reason why he passed my guard, first of all, he did a very good job. But I tried to attack in lasso, and as soon as I attack in lasso, that was not a good idea, because he directly passed my guard, and I couldn't even start to do the lasso. So now he almost passed. So I tried to escape. He got my back and put one hooks. So he's already 2-0. So I turned. So he lost the control of my back. The reason why he lost the control of my back is because, you see, he put that hooks, okay, but he didn't put the other hooks. He shouldn't. Maybe I think that the best thing he could do at that point is to, when I stand up like that, he go on my back, yes, but sit. You see, he want to put the foot right away. Or if you put the foot the right way, you have to rock to the side. You have to make that knee going on the floor. And I didn't let him. So he couldn't, he almost mount. So that's great. But he didn't want it to, he couldn't push his legs. So he was not able to mount. Okay. So I try to go, I cannot go in deep half guard here because he has his legs on top of mine. So this is not a good position for me. And he has control of my legs, you see, and push it away. So this is a very bad position. Igor is very good. So Igor is very good to. First of all, he's more athletic than me, and he has amazing technique, and he's a long time more. He's more time that he's a black belt, and he's athletic, he's strong, and he has a very good technique. So he's very, and he know the game. He know the game. It's a long time that he's a black belt, so it's not that easy to. This was my first years at black belt, so I saw that fight, but I'm kind of proud of that fight because I faced him. I didn't got submit the first fight. I lost in advantage. This one I'm gonna lose in points. So first years, first rodeo. You learn, you grow, and you learn. And he did a very good job. You see how he turned around me? That was a great. So I go here and I try to face him to recover the guard, and he feel that. So he go on his feet, push me down. You see, I go on my elbow to try to stand up, but I can't because he controlled my legs. So he do a good job to controlling my legs. And now, boom, he go in my back right away. Bam. So I decide to go on my knee because I don't want, because of point system. Okay. If there was no point, I will stay on my back and I will just let him go to the other side and that's it. But because of the point system, I'm trying to don't let him to go side control. So here he did a very good job. This is one of my strong position. Okay, I'm very good to rock people away from that position, and I couldn't rock to him. And you see how he do with the legs. This I find it very good, man. He hooked my legs even in that position, and he put these legs like that. It's very. You see how he do? He put the legs here like that. I don't know where the legs here. I'm trying to find his legs. I cannot catch them, and his hand was very close to my hips. He never overreached. He never overreached. So, and I tried to move. I tried to do a lot, but you see, I couldn't feel it. His legs. I couldn't feel anything. I have a hard time. You see how he put his legs? This is a very good job. Boom, boom. He tried to open. To rock me. So, and I avoid and I protect. So it's not easy to catch me. First of all, it's not easy to catch me in the back, and it's not easy to control me in total like that. You see how he grabbed? I don't know. You see how he grabbed? So because the first fight the guy had in my back in the sambo, the guy tried to choke me right away. Instead of Igor, he know that he has to have the position first. So instead of trying to go for the seat belt, he's gonna go for a double under and just control and ride the position. So that was very good. So I didn't let him. I defend, but in the entire that fight, I'm gonna just defend because I was late anyway, and I didn't know what to do. Another thing that I'm stupid and I should do it next time, and I'm doing right now, and I learned the lesson, and I finally fix my mind to that, is to lift weight. Because I was in the same division than him, but not because I was strong. It's because I was fat. My fault, my problem. Okay, you have no excuse, but this is a reality. Okay, so next time I'm gonna fight again in that division, but I think I gained way more muscles because of COVID-19. Because COVID-19, I cannot really train, so I can lift weight. So I focus me, and you have to take the good where there's bad, and that's it. COVID-19 actually helped me to understand how to lift weight, to get stronger, and to understand that I have to stop be with this old mentality, or I just need to do martial art. No, if you want to win at black belt, we are talking about athletes, about really athletes. So you have to be good everywhere. You have to manage your technique, you have to hit properly, and you have to do strength. Igor do strength. Igor is more, at that time, he was more prepared than me. So he did a better job and won, okay? And I can say, oh, if, no, there's no if. Next time you get ready better, and you do a better job. So here, he has a side control. Okay, so I'm trying to escape the side control to don't give him point. What is a big mistake? I love how he hooked my legs like that. He has a very good back control. Yeah, woo, that was good, man. That was good. That was a good one. But you see, the problem I found, and the reason why I escaped, is every time he put the hooks to the side where open, not to the side where my knees on the floor. So he couldn't really control my back, okay? But right now he's trying to pretend that he controls my back, because you see he's working my hands to actually catch me in armbar. Okay, so I'm escaping again, bam, bam. And you see, my mistake is to give him the back from the beginning. And my George Brideau say, don't give the back. Even if there's point, you should not give the back. But when you are competing, you want to win, so you don't thinking rationally, you're thinking with emotion. And at that point, I already lost a fight against him. I wanted to absolutely win, so I was starting to not thinking rationally, and that's what happened. You see, sometimes you have to just breathe and just be okay. If I lose, I lose, but let's try to do the best thing, okay? Or instead of being emotional. So you see how he grabbed my back here. So, bam, he grabbed here, and now rock me down, boom. And control again, impossible to move. So that was also a nightmare, because this guy is very good where I'm very good. So I was like, so there we go. Now he has the hook to the knee, okay? So at that point, I decided to go for broke, okay? And I tried to grab the legs to do a knee bar, but with the gi, that possibility is very difficult, because he hold the gi, and I cannot do it. Okay, I try to lock the legs, to try to grab the legs, and to go for the legs, but at that point, it's really, really desperation move. But it kind of work. Now he doesn't have my back. I have his legs, so it's all good. It's all good until I lose the legs, because what he did what you need to do. He stand up. You see that I attack his legs, so he stand up and now put his weight on his legs, so I cannot move his legs, and after sprawl and move the legs away, and I lost the legs. So that's it. Nice attempt failed, because I was not fast enough, and because I was fat and tired at that point, and because he did a better training conditioning, he still kind of fight again and again and again. So I still try to attack the legs, because at that point I'm like, forget the point. You see how he jump every side, how he has a very good back control. That guy, the turtle control, not back control, turtle control. The back control, I think he could do. The problem is that every time he take the back, he put the hooks that is not connecting to the knee. So it's why he lost the back many times against me. So at that point, I just tried to do, so wham, boom, he put two hooks. At that point, I was trying to stand up. At that point, I was like, you know what, let's forget the point, everything. So I was not feeling in danger of submission. And I never felt in danger of submission. I never felt that he was close to a submission. Yes, he could submit me. But guy, I'm not trying to make myself higher, but I'm just really tell you how I felt. Okay, so if it was students that you go see it, I'm not saying that he's bad or anything. He's beating me. He beat me 2 times that day. So please, But that was the fact. I didn't feel that he could submit me by surprise, or he was any time close to a submission. So I tried to stand up, and that was at that point is no more a mistake, because yes, it's a mistake because he has my back, so he's closer to the submission. So that's a mistake. But at that point, I was like, I'm losing. So at least try to do something. Okay, try to do anything. At that point, it's not about not getting points. It's about trying to do anything that kind of make you make change the situation and give you a hope of winning. So you see, I really try. So now he has my back, and now it still didn't decide to attack. I think he didn't want it to submit me. Is why also maybe I felt that I was never in danger, because he never really tried to submit. He just tried to make point and to win by point. Clearly, he's trying to win by point, because you see, at any point in time he tried to submit me. He's really controlling, make point, make the clock go, and now he tried to choke a little bit, but not really. So that's why I didn't feel it's really in danger, because he didn't really try to submit me. No, now he tried, but it was not. I have to tell you, it was not really. There was not a lot of intention. Now that I see the fight, I'm like, yeah, no, he never really tried to submit me. He just pretended to submit me to make me distract a little bit, and it worked, because now I have to take care of the attempt of submission, and time is running. Time he continued to run, and we are almost at the end of the fight, and he won. I don't know, man, 6-0, something like that. So I'm able to stand up, and so I'm able to escape and able to break. But at that point, you see, he was not even fighting anymore. It was like, So that was it. Very good fight. By doing a fight with Igor, that is a black belt for more than 5 years, or even more than that. I don't know how much, for 10 years maybe, he's a black belt. And that was my first years. I learned a lot, and I have to thank him, because it's if you don't win, you learn, and you should never be mad of someone beating you. I did mistake. I did a lot of mistake in that fight, and I learned. I'm gonna do better. Now I do strength and conditioning, so I'm gonna be stronger and better. And that's it, man. You have to. If you want to grow, you need to learn from your mistake. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I usually don't watch my fight, because I'm a very emotional like anybody else. But it's a mistake. It's a mistake. You have to watch your fight, even the fight that you lose, because I teach you a lot. I teach you a lot about what you did right, what you did wrong, and now I can see how all the thing I did wrong. I give the back when I shouldn't. I was focusing on the point system instead of just fighting. I should play more my game. And man, I did a lot of mistake on that fight, but at the same time, the funny thing is that the first fight I won, I was so bad. It was such a low level. It was a joke. I'm sure you see it. But in that fight where the level was high, I mean, it was very high, and I lost, but I lost. So it doesn't matter if you win or not. What matters is that you're improving. And I have to thank all the people that I fought, past and present and future, that gonna make me better. Okay. I did a fight with Tinoco, and sadly, I don't have the fight. Nobody recorded the fight. I have picture, but I don't have fight, because I would love to analyze that fight. So this is something to tell you guys. I know that is sometimes difficult to watch your fight that you lost, because you got very emotional and you wanted to win, and you felt disappointed and sad. But if you really want to lose less and improving more, you have to watch your fight. And I'm going to tell you, if you have some people analyze your fight and criticize them, and tell you what you did right, what you did wrong, it will help you to understand where are the hole in your game. So clearly, in the whole of my game, I know it, but now this is a proof, is that I give the back too easily, because I feel safe, because I know that I can sweep. But against Igor, that know how to play the game, and that has a very good total game control, it was a big mistake. Okay, he caught me and he ride me for the entire fight. It was totally domination, and I should not do that. I should stay facing him and just work the basic game of pushing him, putting him in the close guard and everything. Okay, and that's it. So like always, if you want me to analyze one of your fight, please let me know. I will do it with pleasure and with all the respect I can, and to be at the same time the most honest I can. And that's it. I hope you enjoy as much I enjoy doing that, because I learn a lot. I learn a lot, even if I don't do jiu-jitsu right now, I learn a lot because I have time to look and understand what happened, what you should do. And this hook that Igor do, I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal it because that was good, man. You see how he hooked the legs and he double under to just control and just ride the guy until he get the position, okay? And that's a good way to do it, because it's sometimes because you want to submit too much, you lose the position. Like the fight that I did at brown belt at the annual of Jiu-Jitsu for Life, where I won, I lost the back because of that, because I was too excited to actually submit the guy, and I totally lost control of the position, and the guy almost passed my guard, and I almost lost the fight that I was winning. So I am for submission, and I love submission, and I don't like point system, because I find that sometimes they have tendency to focus more on the control than the submission. But at the same time, the more you have a good position, the higher you have the probability of submission. So I'm not saying always have a good position, a perfect position and submit, but if the fight is difficult, more the fight is difficult, more the fight is close, more you should maybe focus on the position, and after, when you reach a good position, go for the submission. Okay, and that's it. Have a good day, guys.